back to Beyond the Sprue. My name's Jim, and we're going to look at this week's new releases right after this week's question. Which aircraft currently holds the record for the widest wingspan? A. Boeing 747, B. Airbus A380, C. Strata Launch, and D. Lockheed Martin C5 Galaxy. We have some pictures of Mini Art's German 3-ton cargo truck in 1/35 scale, and the kit comes with 6 different options for the schemes. Ace models are released in 1939 Ford COE in the form of a fuel tanker and the cab over the engine. It is in a 1/72 scale, so that will be off-putting for some and encouraging for others. But it's good to see some new models coming out just the same. Master Box are re-releasing their German military car Mercedes-Benz 170V. This is in 1/35 scale. Being a 2011 tooling, this kit is versatile and can make several different variants. And I always like a kit where you could make, say, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different models, and each one of them looks completely different. I love that with model making, and all from the same kit. It's great. ICM are making a Model A Standard Phaeton soft top from the 1930s, which was an American passenger car. 100% new molds. The kit's coming in 1/24 scale and has just over 200 pieces, and comes with options for 3 different schemes. And in addition, they're also releasing a paint set just for this model. Mini Art are producing a German 7.5cm anti-tank gun, and this is coming with the field artillery crew included. Also has PE parts. The kit comes with 4 different camouflage options, and 4 figures are included in the kit. That's in 1/35 scale. Takom have done their typical silhouette, saying coming soon in 1/35 scale, and this one does have me baffled. So if you've got any idea what this is, could you stick it in the comments please, or give me a pointer? I suspect it may well be a fantasy tank, but I have no idea. So if you do know, if you recognise it and you're sure of it, stick your answer in the comments please, and do us all a favour, because we're all mystified. Thank you very much. Model Miniatures have announced 2 new kits in 1/72 scale, a EBRC Jaguar and a Merkava 4M with a trophy and anti-drone protection. So the ones we're looking at here are the EBRC Jaguars. Tank crew included, has open hatches. It's an easy kit to build, they say. And here we have the Merkava 4M with the anti-drone cage, and that also comes with figures, and an antenna is included. Rubicon Models have an A1 in 1/56 scale multi-sprue plastic kit, and this is for making 4 variants of the T-54 main battle tank. Just putting out some test shots here. Highly detailed, historically accurate Soviet tank crew with post-World War II and Cold War headgear included. You can make several variants: T-54-2, T-54-3, T-54A, T-54B early, T-54B mid, and T-54B late. And particularly good is the detachable tracks from the road gears, so you can get in there and get some painting done properly. New Scratch have announced a 1/24 scale Ferrari 296 GT3, and Snowman Models are producing a German half-track with a full interior, late production SD KFZ 251, and that's in 1/35 scale. And OKB are making in 1/72 scale 3D printed kit a Soviet heavy tank KV4. Comes with 35 resin parts and a metal barrel. Vice 75 have a new 75mm Austro-Hungarian military policeman from World War One with some fantastic looking detail, and obviously paints up to be a lovely model. Thetis Models are producing in 1350 a Cacciador Pedinere Alfredo Oriani, which comes with some tiny little crew, and good luck with painting those. My suggestion would be to get someone else to do it, or leave them on the sprue when you are painting them and then cut them off once painted. And Flyhawk Models are producing a USS Cowpen CG63 1998 model, that's in 1350 scale. And Copper State Models, who have announced the new Cauldron G3 and Zanny in 132 scale, have released the pictures of their scheme options, all looking rather exciting. And I'm sure this model will be a big hit with World War One aviation enthusiasts as well. And SBS Models have released some more pictures of the test shots of their 148 Mackie M33. Certainly is an interesting looking model, and if you're looking for something a little bit different, then maybe this is it. And Clearprop Models have posted on their Facebook page some images of the sprue designs for their series of the North American F-86 Sabres, and they're in 148 scale. They also plan to release these in 172 scale at some point. These sprues are looking to have some really nice detail on them. And Armour Hobby, they have announced their next 148 scale Hurricane release will be the Hurricane Mark IIB tropical car. So there's a few things with this kit. First of all, if you order before it's released in the last week of May, you can get a 10% discount. And so what Armour Hobby have done, if you have a 3D printer, you can replace the plastic parts on the sprue and with some files which you then use to print off the replacement parts in resin. So you can produce some very high detail. I believe you've got to buy these separately. My 3D base are producing a Junkers EF 110 in 148 and 172 scale. Now, if you're like me, you probably went, what the hell is an EF 110 when it's at home? The EF is a designation for a development aircraft used by the Germans in World War II, and this allegedly is what the EF 110 would have looked like if it went into development stage. To me, it's a very interesting aircraft, and I really like the look of it. If you like it to come with the engine, you have to buy that as a separate. Which aircraft currently holds the record for the widest wingspan? If you had said C, the Stratolaunch, you would have been correct. And that's all I have for you this week, guys, so please like and subscribe, it really does help, and see you next time.